Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about rule context badi. So basically when we have to use this type of badi and what is the purpose of it, that we have to do. So rule context badi means suppose I am having one simple workflow but there is a requirement which has added, like it has to be added with another field. That means in a condition it should be there. Suppose I am having one create customer workflow. I am submitting as this user because I have logged in with S4MDG2 requester, and that workflow will route to this particular role. So after this it will get final check approved. So this approver will click on activate button and it will get final check approved. If you click on reject button, it will get withdrawn immediately. So in the similar way, here also requester. So this account group, it is not at all dependent on any field or account group. But here suppose the requirement is like requester submits and approver has to be decided based on the account group which the requester is being selected. So I think you understood it. Suppose if account group is B001, it has to route to this particular approver. If account group is something other than this, then it has to route to this particular approver. So after any one of the approver gets clicks on activate button, it should get final check approved. That is the requirement. So this we can do it. So if this approver also uh, clicks on activate button, it will get final check approved. Suppose now this is the workflow. So this is decision based workflow, but it is not following dynamic badi. Let's start implementing it. I already have this workflow and this approver and all set up. Let's double check in the system. So I am checking this one ZCMDG test 1. It is having this particular user ID. Now I am coming back. This user ID I am setting it to ztestmdg2. Yes, I want to save. Now if we check this, this is having ZC, this is having test mdg2, and this first role it is having test mdg1. This I will remove now. So we want to differentiate. So ZCMDG test means role is having that one. So let's check. This is having role MDG test 2, and now this one is having role MDG test 1. So these both are user IDs inside these particular roles. Now let's start developing that. Now I am opening BRF plus, and here we can see single agent decision table. So let me refresh it. Single value decision table, and inside this I can see an already existing workflow. This is just simple workflow. Initiator and one level approver. If he activates, it will be activation successful and final check approved. That's it. Now what I will do is I will add one more column here. So to add it, I will go here. I will click on create object node, and here I will click on create data object, and here we have to click on one element because we are not adding any structure. We are just adding one simple column here, only one column. That's why I am clicking on element. Now this is about to create one element in BRF plus. this name is, let's give small name ACCGRP, and short text means it will appear as a description. So group account group. So this binding type I will add bind to DDIC element, because I want to give that binding so that I will get F4 help when we are doing something changes here. So I will bind to DDIC element. Now the DDIC element is, as I know, BU underscore the data element BU underscore group. As I let me check here from F4 help. So this is business partner grouping. Yeah, I want to click this and click on OK. So this has been bounded. Value help, it is not needed. Now I will create and navigate to object. So click on OK. Now this has been created. Now it is not yet activated. We have to save it and activate it. So now we can see an additional element has been created in this particular catalog structure. Now let's refresh this one so that we will know the statuses, current statuses. Now we can see its status is showing green, that means it is safe to use. After adding here, we have to add this one inside trigger function, and let's open this one. So here all component names are present. Now what I will do, I will go to edit mode and I will click on add existing data object. So I am clicking on this, but I have to add inside this add data object. Account group has been automatically selected because this is the only one available created now. Now account group has been added here. Now click on save and activate. Yes. Now I am going to decision table here and I am clicking on single value decision table. Now I will go to this table settings. Let's see what are the available options. So in table settings it is not showing yet. Now I will close this and go to edit mode. Now I will go to table settings. Here I will add insert column. So this is condition column and this is result column. Result columns means we here this dynamic agent and baddies and all will come under this next step. So we have to add under condition of columns. So I am clicking on insert column and clicking on from context data objects. Now I can see account group has been selected because it is first one automatically got selected. I can deselect or select it. Anything can happen. Now I will select account group and click on OK. That's it. Account group has been added, and account group I will move up to move up, move up, move up like this. I will move to second place. Yeah, third place is fine for me, and clicking on OK. Now I am saving it and activating it. That's it. Now we have to know the system. We have to help the system to fetch this account group. How system can fetch this one from the CR type. That one we have to do in some body. So now account group I have added here, but from BRF perspective I am adding here new things. So here I am adding account group as, so this is coming because we have added bind to context element. So from that it will take this helps and all that, F4 helps. So B001, if it is this account group, then only this has to follow this account, this particular row. If not, if a requester is not selecting this account group, then it has to go to some other CR, not another CR, another approver. So in that case I am just duplicating this one and pasting here. So if it is not equal to this one, I will add condition. If it is not equal to, if it is not equal to B001, then it has to follow this row. That means I'm just saving. That means we are following first one if it is B001, and if it is not B001 account group, it has to follow second one. Now we have to make changes here. Option, because I want to see all the columns here in the same one. I am going to expression. Here we can see decision table is having minimum columns for horizontal scroll bar is 5. I will make it as 6, so it will show all the columns. So I have saved it. Now I will refresh this. So all columns will show now in decision table. See now all 6 columns are showing in decision table. Now these changes and I am saving it. So see guys, now it is more convenient for viewer to see and understand this workflow. It is very simple. Now condition alias, I have to introduce a new things here. Introduce new one in user agent. I am just editing and adding one new condition alias. I will do it with some and symbol. If it is and symbol, ampersand, user agent group as 00, step type as 8. This is also fine for me. Now user agent AG role is again same AG I will keep. User agent type AG means role. Now here I will introduce ZC MDG underscore test. That's it. That's it. Now go to single validation table and check what is the given one. Now here I will add that new condition alias here. This condition alias is and ampersand edit mode. Here I will add that new condition alias ampersand. So let's see Excel file first. So if B001, it has to select ZCMDG test1. So let's see, B001 means MDG test1 if b001, MDG test1 if b001. Yeah, this is matching as expected. Now let's go here and update. So here it is going to conditional yes and global data steward. So everything it is same. I can activate. And one more thing I have to mention, I am going to CR type relation related service name. So this service name, this is very important when we are adding rule context body. So here we have to add that service name. So before adding this, let's create the body related to that. So go to MDG, go to general settings. I am going to process modeling and let's go to workflow. Let's go to rule based workflow and go to business add-ins. Here we can see all 5 bodies which are generally used for while we are doing workflows. So here first one is rule context preparation. So we have to use this body because we have added a new context value, new column, that means. So I am just clicking on this. I will give new body name ZBI underscore cust underscore account group underscore router. This I am using this. After doing this, let's give short text rule context body for z cust1 p1. This is CR type. Create enhancement. For me local object is fine. Now body implementation zbi underscore cust underscore account group underscore router. Now same thing I will copy and give to new class which we will create now. Now instead of bi I will give cl cust account group router. Now click on OK. Create bad implementation. I will not I will create empty implementation. Create implementation class. So let's use this implementation class as a template. So copy sample class. Copy sample class. Local object. I am copying from sample class because there will be some code which we have to use it for mandatory purpose, but we cannot understand it. It will take more time to understand. So I am just using sample class and taking that reference and doing it. Now description I will do as rule context body for z cust1 p1 CR type. Now I will save this. Filter values I will not maintain yet. I will go to implementing class, double clicking it. Now we have to go one by one. So in this one, majority of them it is not at all needed. So let's remove those things. I don't need this one. I am just deleting it. Delete method. I don't need this one. I will delete it. So this is for reading change request. Let's check this method. So here we can see it is reading material. For us it is not material, so we have to remove this line of code. What all related to material I will remove. So read change request. It is, let's see code here inside read change request. This is not at all related to specific to material. Instead here in, uh, here I will make it, instead of I will use BP. So it is our data model, and just activating it. Implementation missing. It is okay. Now here we are doing get element ID. This is the code which is most important. So shortly what it will do is this get element ID, it will take this one as name, added column name as parameter, and it will give unique ID of it. So that unique ID is needed here for exporting parameter purpose. So let's go to single validation table. We can see this account group is having this new one we have created here, catalog structure. So if we go to general here, we have to understand that this name has to be given in that place. So I am copying it, account group, and I am adding here, instead of labor I will add account group here. I am saving it, activating. Let's make changes to here also. Read the one and only material of CR. I will remove this comment. Now we have to make changes such that it has to read from our CR number. I am adding what are necessary here. Here type create data, type labor, it is there. Here instead of type labor I have to use BU underscore grouping, BU group, because it is business partner grouping we have to give outside to system. Here also same thing we have to do. So go back here, instead of real material from CR, let's go inside and make changes such that instead of material BP should come. So I will make changes here, remove this, BP should come. Here Matner is there, read car value, these are all not required. Here also we have to do field name as BP header, because this is type 1 entity we have to give here, and take its reference as LR data. Here also instead of giving this field name as this material one, I will give as BP header, BP underscore header. I will remove all this, it is not required. Again here instead of this field name I will make changes, BP header. So it will be a bit confusing, but we have to understand shortly. It is giving LR model, and from that object we have to read car value. So this will give object list. In that object list we can take first object, because generally this is single object CR type, so only one object will be there. So I am taking first one as index, and in that I am taking LV material number as USMD value. So here instead of LV Matner I have to take LV BP number, type BU underscore business partner. So now business partner number we will get here in USMD value. So LV BP number. So this LV BP number I will pass in other place here. as LVVP number. So after getting this reference, we will get this field symbol. So this field symbol is basically empty. So we have to use this field symbol to fill here into LT data. So here what I am doing is basically by CR number and business partner number, I am just taking data. Now ES material is there. I am going out and go to parameters. So instead of ES material, I will use ES EV underscore account GRP account group. Here also I will update this associate type as BU underscore group. And the description has to get updated. Now it will get updated. Business partner grouping description. So I will save this. I will not activate yet. I will go into read material again. Here we haven't extracted any account group yet. So here at last there is one move corresponding statement to ES material. So here instead of ES material we have to do EV underscore account group. So in LS data we will have full structure. Instead of move corresponding, let's do assign component account group of structure LS data to field symbol LV account group. That's it. If LV account group is assigned, then EV account group equal to LV account group. So this might have mistakes. We can make changes while debugging. So I am just clicking on this. ES material is unknown. Line number 14. Line number 14. Okay. I will clear this and let's check syntax error is not a structure or an internal table. Okay, we can remove this. So it is not showing any errors. Now also read material we have to update because read material is not valid name. I will make it to read account is a GRP account group. Here also I will add description account group. So this has been saved. Now let's go to main method. Let's see everything is alright or not. So here instead of ls material, here get element id. This is fine. read context, see request, it is fine. Now the one which we removed, we have to add it. Call method read account group. Now we are passing the CR number which it is coming from signature, LVCR number. So it should give account group as output. So that I will extract here into account group LV ACC GRP. That's it. Now we will get account group here. Now that account group we have to pass as ET rule context value. So inside this one we have to pass. So value equal to LV account GRP. Now let's check this. LV is unknown. Yeah, this is IV. That's it. Bad implementation, create one combination. Here we have to choose one new service name. So first let's give service name here. Here we have to give a service name. Go to edit mode. Let's give service name as MDG Z cust1 P1 service. Just this is the one I am giving and clicking on save button and activating it. ZMDG Z cust1. Now I am copying same service name and pasting it here. Comparator equal to, that's it. Now let's activate it. Let's select all and activate. So everything looks fine. It is activated. Let's go inside. Because debugger is not triggering, I have kept do and do loop here. I think I am not having debugger access. So now I am going to click on new organization, create customer test. Okay. Now I am giving B001 as this one and name Birla 2 something, business partner ID, license also I am giving test. Now business partner ID, it is asking external number range. As I have remembered my old value, I am just incrementing it to new one. It will accept. So I will enter change request description, test, and check, submit. Now let's refresh. So status is currently being processed. Let's go to, as I have kept infinite loop here, I can go inside SM50T code and I can see that session which is currently running. So we can see here, if you have very big list of items here, we can go to active work process only here and we can see filter out the ones which are only active now. Now I am going to administration program debugging. So I am going to this one, go to statement. Now let's see LT data, what data it is having. So we are having B001 as BU group here. So we can identify we are clearly having mistake here. Not ACC group, we have to give BU group, BU underscore group here. Then it might work. So I am just exiting this debugger. Now anyway it will give error. For sure it will give error because it is not, it will stop in between workflow log. So error in agent root finder. This is the reason. Many times people will see this type of errors if we don't correctly give values in this rule context body or dynamic body. This error will come. So I am just closing it. Now I will replace this code to some instead of account group I will give as bu underscore group bu group, and activate this. I will remove this debugger, go back, new organization, create customer test and click on OK. Now I will give CR description first, test something and B Birla grouping. So previously I gave one value. Let's give again different value. I will just increment it to 4 to 8. Name one is Birla 3. This is third time I am testing it. Salutation test, license also test. Click on enter. So previously I gave same name, same value. So instead of that I am incrementing it by 4 to 9. Now it will accept because system is not having this number in backend. Now I am submitting it. In work processes, let's refresh. Here go to program debugging. Yes, I am skipping this do and do loop. Debugger, go to statement. Now let's see what is the value it is having. So ECC account group, EV account group, it is coming as expected B001. Now come out, it is reading change request and giving that details LV change request as expected, and element ID, let's see, it is also giving as expected. See guys, this is one observement. So let's remember last 5 values, 36 DAB is there. So let's go to BRF plus and we can see here, if we go to account group we can see 36 DAB. That means it is indirectly taking this as input and giving this ID as output. That is the concept, because that program is bit complex. So it came out and assigned value. Now let's go and see this ls context. So it is having type ref to B001 and it is giving to that particular ID in runtime. Now if we skip this, let's see, if we refresh now, it is showing final check to be performed. So B001 we have given. So as per this Excel file, if B001 is there, it has to route to GC MDG test1, that is having this user ID MDG test2. So let's go to workflow log. If MDG test2 is there in that list, then it will be working as expected. So test MDG2 is there. So it is working as expected. This is what we wanted. It is working as expected. So let's take SWIA with authorization and process it. So it should get final check activated. Let's see, 397257 397257 397257. Just remove this one and create a time and date. Now it is showing as ready. Without check we can process it. Now it should show activate button. So it is showing activate button here and reject button. So I am clicking on activate here. Now we have started activation. Let's open change request. Again it will come to this. Let's go to SM50. It will again come to this because infinite loop is there. We have to process it manually. Let's remove this infinite loop. Now here go to statement and execute, and again it will come second time because two rows are there before after activation. Again go to debugging, debug selected program, go to debugger, go to statement. This time it doesn't have anything. Now let's refresh. So it has been finalized CR, but status is showing workflow currently being processed. So if we go to workflow log, there will be one issue here because this badi will get called even after activation once. So at that time it will get failed. See this agent root finder error. Now it will, we cannot see here also. It is failed. That is because we have to go here and adjust this particular code, because when it is giving this empty value after activation we cannot have any account group details here. So that is the reason we will not get LV account group this one here. So it is trying to make changes here and assign. So now I will add this code here again. If LV, no, not here. Here I will add that code. If LV account group is not initial, only then it has to follow all this. Now let's go to ST22 and check that debugging issue. So assertion failed. Go here, go to source code extract. We can see clearly assert sy sub rc, this is getting triggered. So we have to remove this assert statement first. So where is that assert statement? In read material. So go back, don't save. Go back. Now here read account group is there. We have to remove this code. Do and do also not required now. And if this LT data is not having any data, let's just give empty account group. That's it. Here just add line of code. If lt data is not initial, only then this has to happen. That's it. Now let's check entire CR once. Now and all should work fine as expected. New organization, create customer test. Okay, give B001 villa grouping. Now let's check 500430. Birla 4, this is fourth time I am testing. Birla 4, change request description as test. Situation salutation Birla 4 and license as test. Now I am just clicking on check here. Again it is asking 500430. It will accept now. Last time I gave, yeah. Now submit. Now refresh it. Let's check SM50. It is not showing there. Let's refresh. Yeah, as expected, now it is going to final check to be performed status. Now if we go to background steps, workflow log, we can see it is routed to test MDG2. So this is fine. Now let's check that work item number 397275. I am going to that one, 397275. Go back SWIA 397275. Now without check, now I am just activating the CR. I am just refreshing it. So now we can see status is final check approved. Now this time in workflow log, if we check, it doesn't stop at any background step like before. So all steps got completed. It even sets status to 05 after activation. So this is the perfect flow. So another test scenario we failed. Let's check that one as well. We failed to test. Now I will close this. I am checking again, new organization, create customer test and click on OK. I am giving CR description. It is mandatory and internal number range assignment, name 1, int 1, int 1 as validation, licensee test. Now click on check button. If everything seems alright, now submit. So I am just refreshing it. Now it is working as expected. So to confirm that, let's go to workflow log. So inside workflow log we can see test MDG1 is there. So if we are submitting with B001, it will go to test MDG2. If you are submitting with other than that B001, any other account group, it will go to test MDG1. That is the workflow. So now it is working as expected. So let's check this one. Now it is working as expected based on account group. If it is equal to B001, this one it is going, and it is going to this one, this user ID. If it is other than B001, it is going to this particular role, and it is going to MDG test1. This is the ID. Now it went to MDG test MDG1. Yeah. So now it is working as expected. Thank you guys for watching.